In this video, we'll explore how you open a text file, that is, a file ending in the .txt extension. So here I have a link to the manufacturing text file that's referred to in Chapter 6 of the Guide to Excel 2013 for Scientists and Engineers. And when I click on that in my computer, it opens up in a web browser as a .text file, and you can see that it's a .text file by clicking on the URL above, and you can see that the .text file is included in the name. Now, in this data set, or this text file, we have 3 columns of data. There's no header in this data, so we have to read the textbook to find out what the data is. But essentially, the first column contains an indication of the type of part this is. So this is a material parts file. The second column contains an indication of what material that part is made of, and the third column is the number of hours that that part lasted for. On each row, each of these items is separated by a comma. So this could be also a comma separated value file or .csv file. But for now, we'll work with it as a .text file and explore how we open that using Excel. So we'll go to File, click on File, Open, and then navigate to where you place your file. Now what you need to do so that you can see your file is over here on the right hand side, click on that drop down list and select the text files option. I've got a few text files there that are related to the web query stuff we'll do, particularly for the Mac a little bit later on. So we'll just click on that chapter 6.txt and click on Open. Now when we do that, we get a text import wizard. The reason we get that is because Excel isn't exactly sure how we should be separating these data. So in the first part here, it says that the text wizard has determined that the data is delimited. That means that each field is limited by some kind of punctuation mark, and we observed before that that punctuation was a comma. We'll actually select that option, but you can also have the option of selecting a fixed width option, where the fields are aligned in columns with spaces between each fields. Now this won't work for us because you can see that they're not actually aligned. So if we select the fixed width and try to put in a click next and tried to put in a column separator, we'll make a big mess, as you can see. So we're not going to select that option. We'll select the delimited option, and we'll start our input at row 1 because we saw that we didn't have any headers, and therefore we leave this unticked. My data has headers. So we click on Next, and then this screen allows us to set the delimiter that separates each data field on each row. Now we know it's not a tab, so we can unclick that. We know that it's a comma. And as soon as we click that comma, you'll see that automatically, or Excel has automatically put column separators in between our data fields and essentially replaced our commas with these column separators. So now if we click on Next, we can also select our data format type, whether it's general, text, date, etc. We'll just leave it as general. And we can also use some advanced functions to convert or coerce data to be particular data types. So let's just say finish. And chapter 6.txt is now opened in an Excel file.